Bruh. What is this great? Bruh. Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Field, bro. Like, you just don't understand the crucialness of this route. Like, man. What's up, guys? Young Spade here. It's been a while since I've been on my channel. I've been in school and all that type of stuff in college, but I'm here now, and we're going to talk about Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Field. I'm going to do a review on all three routes, but I had to start with Heaven's Field because it is straight from the visual novel. This just has nothing to do with the movie that's coming out yet. I'm going to do a separate review for that, but let's talk about this. For one thing, there will be spoilers. For those of you who do not know about this route, or don't understand, or haven't heard anything, I suggest you leave now, because I'm about to be spoiling this entire story, including the bad endings. Okay, let's start from the beginning with Shiro. His character in this route is very interesting. Like, I like the approach that they chose for this route for Shiro, because in the Fate route, he stuck to his ideals. The Unlimited Blade Works ideals, he pretty much stuck to his ideals in the most extreme way. But at Heaven's Field, he completely rejects his ideas. His ideals, like, it's like, what? Shiro? Not trying to save people? What? But his reason's legit. So, pretty much how the story goes, just getting a brief summary for those of you who stayed and don't really know much about it. So pretty much the story starts out with Shiro. And you know, this is the next Grail War. It's like the fifth, Grail, sixth, fifth, I don't know. One of the Grail Wars. And pretty much, we got Shiro with Saber again. You know, the user roster, Ren and Archer. We got Caster, we got Ryder, we got Berserker, we got the whole onslaught. Like, everybody's here. Now, how Assassin and Caster got taken out in the beginning, I did not see that coming. I was like, what? Because you know, in every other route, they at least last midway through, or a little way past midway before they die. But I was like, they got killed off immediately. Like, I didn't see that coming. Like, that's how I already knew this route was going to be real. Like, I was like, they already killing characters off. Like, they killing characters off. They usually last to the end. So I was like, man, this is crazy. So then, I found it very interesting when Assassin died. Like, the true Assassin came right after he died. And I was like, wait, because I thought I really had him confused. Because I was looking at like different heroes, and I was thinking about the Assassin Hassan, but that wasn't Hassan. That was another version of him. I thought it was the one from Fate Zero, but I was misguided. I was like, wait, is that Kozemina's? Kozemina's Assassin? I was like, nah, it can't be. So apparently it wasn't. But going back to the story plot of how Shiro, we're going to stick on Shiro for a good little while. It's going to be a long video, I already know it. But we're going to go back to Shiro. We're going to talk about him for a while. And then we're going to go dissect the other characters. So going to Shiro. Going on his journey with him and Saber. Of course, he had his ideals, his beliefs. And he truly loves Sakura in this route. Which I kind of felt a little bit right, because it kind of reminded me of a twisted Hinata in a way in my mind. That's what kind of Sakura reminded me of. Don't take offense to this, Naruto fans, but it just her innocence, I guess, kind of reminded me of Hinata. Her kind of reserved nature reminded me of Hinata a little bit. So I was like, okay, maybe the quiet girl gonna get some action this time. Like, she seems like a good girl. Seems like a good girl. Woo! But yeah. Going into the route, and then Shiro, focus. There we go. But then going on the route, Shiro and Sakura, I was like, this relationship seemed kind of unhealthy, and like, you know, the shadow started appearing, and I was like, what is this shadow thing? I was like, what is this to keep absorbing all the fighters? Like, what's going on? So then, progressing through the route, found out Mato's. I'm so happy they brought in Matazoken. Like, I was trying to figure out his significance, because, you know, he didn't die in Phase Zero, so it's like none of the other routes even acknowledges him, like him being alive. So it's like, what did he do in the other routes? Like, he just sit there like, oh well, the war's over. Oh, too bad. Well, I guess I give up. This route actually made sense. It kind of stayed towards Zero's route. Like, I feel like this mixed perfectly with Fate Zero, because Sakura's actually being used in a way, because even in the Fate route, when she was about to be used, it wasn't like she was the main character or anything, or she was part of the main cast. She kind of was still like a side character in a way. But in this route, she was completely acknowledged, and like it's like she actually served the purpose for moving to the the Mato family from the Tokusaka family. But going on back to Shiro, okay, of course Saber got that breaks my heart. Saber, Saber, Saber got absorbed. Like for one thing, she got beat by Assassin. That was one thing. And even though she did get defeated, I don't think she completely got defeated by Assassin. I feel like the Shadow and Assassin beat her. The same thing with Berserker. Like the Assassin was able to fend off Berserker, and the Shadow kind of just devoured Berserker. So it's like without the Shadow, Assassin would have lost the Saber. Like to being honest, like I feel like he would have lost the Saber, or at least would have got damaged a little bit worse than what he did. But she got absorbed, and I was like, man, like this is worse than any other route. Like, did they just take out Saber? Like, this a main character. Like, you can't do that. Like, this the main servant. Like when Saber was defeated. Like, I was like, is this the end of the route? Like, because the only thing we had close to this was Unlimited Blade Works when Saber was like taken away and was under caster's control. But the fact that she lost, like she vanished. Like Saber was defeated. I was like, what? I was like, what's Shiro gonna do? Like you have no servant. Like you have no one. Like you can't even get her back. Like she's gone. Like she's gone. Like I was sad. Like I felt the fate route feels. Like I was like, Saber, no, my heart. But going on with Emi and Shiro, we're gonna keep talking about him. Going on past like the scene, can you remember when his arm got cut off and everything from the fight with Berserker and things like that? Right. Yeah, not the fight with Berserker. Berserker fighting Mato Zoken, him getting absorbed, and then Saber taking off his arm and injuring Archer. Now this was a very interesting point in the story. Like the fact that I found that was different from all of the routes, that was so symbolic to me. Like how Archer and Emi and Shiro both gave up their beliefs. Like both of them gave up their strong motivations. Like Archer wanted to kill Shiro. Shiro wanted to become a hero of justice. But because of the circumstances in this route, Shiro gave it up so he could protect Sakura. Archer gave it up because Shiro was not going down the same path he was going down. So he was like, well, let me give him this arm. And that explained like the arm. I watched like the preview, like the opening of the Fate Stay Night Heaven's Field opening, and that's why I saw the arm. And I was trying to figure out how he got that arm, but he got that arm. I was like, okay, Shiro got a power up, so I'm looking like he's gonna be like just wrecking people, like. But it wasn't that simple. Like it wasn't as simple as I thought it was. Like that arm had some major repercussions, man. Like that arm. The pain that arm put that man through was like pain I can never even imagine. Bruh. Like, okay, when he first got the arm from Kotomini did warn him and everything like that. And also, going off that point, stopping right there, that's when one of the bad endings came in. I would like to talk about that. A route in which Shimiya Iro. Ooh, I said Emiya Shiro. Okay, I'm struggling. But yeah, Emiya Shiro decided to kill Sakura and continue down the path as a hero of justice. Now, I feel like in that route, I feel like he still would have died. Because, I mean, even if he were to kill Sakura, he still had to take out Mato Zoken in the Shadow. But wait, the Shadow be gone because Sakura's gone. So he just has Assassin and Mato Zoken to take care of. Because, Berserker and Sakura. Not Sakura, Berserker. Yeah, Berserker, Sakura, and Saber would no longer be under control, and Ryder would still be just riding around, either making another contract with someone or just passed off. But besides that, I feel like that was, I like that bad ending. Kind of like, it was like it kind of reminded me of every other route. Like it was like Shiro sticking to his ideals, killing Sakura. But continuing on with the actual canon story, well, all of it's canon, but going on to the true ending route. Shiro and his many smashings of Sakura, like that, I didn't expect that to happen. Like I was like, what is this I'm looking at? Like, is this really going down? Like how, I'm very curious to figure out how they're gonna animate this out in the movie. Like, cause I mean, you skip it. Like you can't. They gonna have to. I don't know. Like they gonna either show it and make some cut scenes, or I don't know how that's gonna work. Cause that can be in the movie. But then that's a very crucial part in the story too, because that's what makes it so messed up. Like it's just like Sakura, this sweet girl, just went off the deep end and just she was thirsty. Like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Nah. But yeah, going back to the story plot, Emi and Shiro, all the things, him and his battle versus I think it was Berserker. We finally took the wrap off his arm all the way. That, bruh, trigger off. 9-shot revolver. 9-light blade works. Bruh. That technique, like, when he did that, I was like, he's just surpassed everybody. Like, that technique itself, like, this man literally, at the speed of light, slashed this man in 9 places and killed Berserker. Like, that's some savage stuff. Like, at that point, I was like, this Shiro stronger than any of the Shiro in any other route. Like, I don't know about Unlimited Blade Works because of his ability to have the same ability to Gilgamesh without any repercussions, really. But it is debatable. I have another video for that. But about the strongest Shiro. But continuing on the story, how like the arm kept giving him such great pain. Like this man was going through some regal pain. Like this man couldn't even go to sleep at night without the arm like just tearing away with him. Like another thing that drove me crazy, but this man's mind kept breaking. Like the more this man had this arm, his mind just kept shattering over and over again. Like he started to lose memories. Like I was like I was feeling this. Like I was like, this man is losing his memories. He can't even remember. He couldn't even remember Saber at one point. Like, bruh, the things he went through, not becoming a hero of justice and being selfish and deciding to just protect one person and not protect everybody, came at a great cost. Which I like about this route. It acknowledges that even though he didn't choose to be a hero of justice, he still had to take the repercussions. Both decisions had repercussions to him. Being a hero of justice got him where Archer was. And him deciding to go down this route made him end up becoming the person he is now, who's losing his memories, who's going through so much pain, just trying to save one person, and not trying to save others. But going on with later on, like he's still going through pains and things like that. I'm not gonna touch on Sakura yet. I'm just talking about Shiro. That's the only 2 people I'm tackling these videos. Oh yeah, and Saber, but talking about Sakura later. We're gonna skip over her part. Now going towards the final battle. One thing we're gonna talk about, Sparks Linear High. Bruh. Wait, before I talk about that, also there's another bad end before that, where Shiro decides, when Sakura's in bed, he decides to kill her, and Ryder kills him, and yeah, don't do that. But going on to the Sparks Linear High. Dude. The feels in that battle. Shiro versus Saber Alter. Like, for those of you who are true to Fate route, like the original Fate route was Shiro and Saber. Like, I know y'all felt that, man. I know y'all can feel that. Like, that hurt my heart, man. To see Saber in a state of mind. Because, she's not always there, but her ideals are a little bit twisted than what they usually be. It's just awful. Like, it's like Saber, they twisted Saber, man. Like, Saber's gone. And like the way he summoned the 2 blades, like Archer's blades, I can't remember the name of them though, but when he went into the battle, he was throwing the blades, throwing them, they're crashing. His mind was shattering because he only had like 2 projections left before he was at his limit. Like, this man's body is turning into swords. Like, What? Like, it really blows my mind. This man's body, like, while he's fighting, his body is turning into swords. Like, you remember that scene in Unlimited Blade Works, the TV series, the one that came out 2014, of how like it was like a dream Shiro had, and like his body was turning to blades. I was picturing that. I was like, oh man, your flesh is being torn from your body. Like, I can't even imagine that, man. Like this. Oh man. Oh bro. Okay. Going back to Shiro, the Shiro versus Saber fight in Sparks Linear High. Of course, he didn't team up with Ryder in that scenario, and he was just going in on Saber, like, and like his memories at that point were completely lost. Like he was losing all his memories, but for some reason he was able to remember Saber in that last strike. He was like, Saber, and like he just slashed through her, and like I was like, this man won the fight, but technically he did not win the fight because Saber still needed to be finished off. But the saddest part was that the fact that he was still alive, but his mind was shattered to the point where he could no longer return. Like his mind was completely shattered. Like he wasn't there. His body was there, but his mind was no longer there. So pretty much he was a vegetable. So it was like, man, bruh, this really happened to Shiro? Shiro just died? Did he just die? Like, I'm like, for real, like I'm used to the other routes where he lives and he's the basic hero and everything like that. But this man died. This man died. And it was like, I really felt like that should have been like the true ending. But like in a way where, well, no, I don't feel like that was to be the true ending. Let me tell you what I feel like should be the true ending. So, once again, that battle was beautiful. Excellently done. And how Saber was like, even if Ren does defeat Sakura or Sakura defeats Ren, the person that they hold dear to him is no longer in this world. Like, that's the truth. Like, Shiro's dead. He's no longer there. Like, his mind's not there anymore. So I mean, oh, man. Okay, I had to leave Sparkly in your heart, bro. Like, it's really making me sad. Now, going on to the route in which, okay, there's two different endings from this point. I'm gonna go for the regular ending, the ending where the normal ending. In this ending, like, he doesn't fight Kotomini or anything like that. In this ending, Shiro defeats Saber like normal. He defeats Saber, and that finishing, like, that breaks my heart. Like the music they play when he had to put the dagger through her heart, and she just sinks to the ground. Like, it makes me so sad. Cause it's like he just killed your best friend. Like, you had to. Like, like it hurt my soul. Oh man, it hurt my soul. By the way, good team up between Shiro and Ryder. Like, Ryder in this route is just beautiful. Like, she killed in the game. But going on to like when after Tosaka and Crazy Sakura had their fight, when Shiro gets up there and he's before the Grail and he has to like destroy it, and like how in his mind, like, he only had power enough for one more projection. Like, this man's mind was shattered by that point. Like, it wasn't all the way shattered, but like he couldn't even remember anything. He could barely remember to make a projection. Like in his mind, like, he was making a projection, but like his body was just doing it. Like, his mind at that point was so far gone, like he couldn't even take it. This man in this route, he also died. Like, he sacrificed himself using Saber's Excalibur, destroying the Grail, and just blowing up with it. And after that, you know, Sakura lived on and Ren lived on, and Sakura waited for him so she could see the cherry blossoms or something like that, the Sakura trees or something. I can't even remember. I don't know. It was one of those things. And I remember then Sakura waited to Shiro till she died, till she came old of age, and she just died. Which that was a very sad end. Like, that could have been the last ending, and I would have been okay. But it kind of made me pretty sad. Like, that really made me sad, man. Like, it was like, whoa, Shiro just died. Like, in the most sad way. Like, it's like, it felt like he would have did better just being the hero of justice. Like, it felt like, man, you should have stuck with just being the hero of justice. Like, you trying to defend Sakura just not doing good for you. Like, it's hurting you more than it's hurting anybody else. Like, people, like, I feel like him defending Sakura was justified, but at the same time, I think it caused more trouble than it did help because people still died. His body's getting damaged. Sakura's losing her, like she's just going ape, just going beast mode, killing people, and just losing her mind shattering. You're gonna touch on Sakura's character in a minute too, but it felt like Sakura wasn't worth all this. But I mean, I can't justify because I mean, think about it. It's somebody you love, somebody you really feel dear to, someone you hold dear to you. And you don't want to see bad things happen to them. Like you want to free them from it. Of course, you want to save them too. So I mean, it's understandable. But everybody got their own opinion on different things. But in a true route, that fight with Kote-Mine, Kirei, my face hasn't turned into swords yet. My face hasn't. Like, this man couldn't even fight at this point. Like, this man is bare. This man, both men are on death's door. That was a manly fight. Both men on death's door. This man's completely full of blades. Kote-Mine punching this man with blades in him. Fists getting tore up. Still hitting this man. I mean, he had to fight this man with no projection. Like he really just fighting with his body. Like his body's became like a tank. Like he had to just tank every hit. Like if Shiro was a Pokemon, like he would be like a Ferrothorn, bro. Like he taking hits, and he's dealing out damage with the spikes. Like bruh. Oh, man, they better do that fight right when they animate it. Like, you know what? I want a whole episode, like a whole half an episode dedicated to that fight. Like that is beautiful. Like that's on some Kiritsugu level fight. Like it just like the thought of it. It's not even like the action packed part. It's the symbolicness of that fight. Like just two men and their convictions, and like Shiro actually somewhat liked Kirei, unlike Kiritsugu. He didn't really understand Kirei, but Shiro somewhat understood Kirei a little bit. So it just felt right. It felt like more like a fight between, I wouldn't say friends, but it just people who are on the same playing field. Like I feel like the fight was just like Kote-Mine like just testing Shiro one more time in a way. Like it's weird to me. I don't know. But Ilya, bruh, he took away Ilya. Ilya is like, for some reason this route Ilya was very mature. Like in every other route she seems like a child. She acts like a child. This route she acts like a child, but she has the intelligence of an elder. Like I'm looking like, how long you been on Earth? Like she's real intelligent in this route. Like I'm looking like, how do you know all this? Why you don't act like this in any other route? Like every other route you act like you don't know anything. Like you know a lot. Like she knew a lot. Like she was clip. Like you wouldn't even think that was a little girl. Like she's like on that Ren level type stuff. Like bruh, crazy. Because she sacrificed herself to destroy the Grail. And it's so, I mean, after that, like Shiro, I can't remember what happened to him. It's like he faded away or some weird stuff like that. But Shiro ended up on an island or some type of stuff, and his body, of course, was destroyed. Because I mean, oh, by the way, before he was about to destroy the Grail, before Ilya came, I found it so crazy how like that he couldn't even think of Excalibur. Like his mind was so shattered to the point where he could only think of like the dark Excalibur that Saber had. Like I was like, dang, like this man can't even remember like the original Saber anymore. Like it's awful. But yeah, and how in the end, like him and Sakura had they kind of live in not a normal life. They got to rely on each other to really live, and they had to keep having intercourse. It's just weird. Like I was like, we were at the end, but hey, I guess everybody's happy. Ryder's still here, even though she's drinking blood, but I will leave it like that. We're just not gonna question it. I feel like Ryder's just left. Like there's no point in you still being here, Ryder. Like just go, just go. Like just don't. Just you don't have to be here, Ryder. But let's talk about Sakura's character. Sakura, I didn't know. For one thing, I'm very sad about Sakura's character because like she's like tragic. Like it reminded me of. It's not the same degree. It's nowhere near the same degree as Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. But her character's pretty tragic. Like I mean, Your father traded you away to another family. She was raped by Shinji on multiple occasions, and she was raped by worms. Well, not raped by worms, but like she was in a worm pit for like most of her life. Like they left her in that basement with those worms that just crawled in her body, like, and just like, just violated her. Like, it was awful. Like, I was like, this girl went through some, like, for her to be like quiet. I know she's quiet and stuff, but like for her to be even somewhat like little sane, I don't get how she did it. Like, the Nobles were just like, their bow that broke a long time ago. Ooh, excuse me, guys. But continuing on between her relationship with her and like, when she said she was Ryder's master, like, I was like, well, that explains something I saw back in Fate Route. When Ryder died, I remember seeing Sakura at the window, and she was doing something like this, and then she was saying some words, and I was like, wait, what did she say? But I didn't know that was indication towards the Heaven's Field route. Like, it was like, hey, this Sakura's the real master, not Shinji. Which I kind of figured, I kind of felt something about that, because I mean, Shinji never really made a contract with that. But then when I thought about it, I was like, wait, so you tell me Unlimited Blade works? Sakura was teamed up with like she was teamed up with Gilgamesh. Like, I don't get how this worked. I don't know. I don't question it. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it was just messed up, man. Like, she was a messed up character. Like, I can understand. Like, and the fact that every time she slept, she in her dream, she thought it was dreams, but she was actually around killing people. Like, with the shadow thing, like, they both was around killing people left and right. She killed Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh. Bruh. Like, when I tell you when Gil died, I was like, you know what, all hope's lost. Like, we're all gonna die. We ain't got no Saber. We ain't got no Gilgamesh. We ain't got no Berserker. We gonna die. We got Shiro with the steroid arm. We got Rin. We got Ilya. What was doing though? Kotakimine they somewhat here. What are we gonna do? Like I didn't know how that's gonna get out of that. Like, I was like, all the big contenders they've been taken out. Like, Casher's gone, Assassin's gone. The true Assassin's there, but he's from Mata Azoken. So like, what are we gonna do? What are we going to do? Like, it's crazy, man. Like, I just didn't know. Like, I was like, how are we gonna do this, man? Like, it's crazy. And like, going on with Sakura's character and how she eventually got to her breaking point when that last Saint, bro, when Shinji was trying to rape her that last time. I was like, he gonna have to go like for some real stuff. I don't play about that, but he deserved that. To be honest, he deserves that in a situation like, you shouldn't have been trying to do that in the first place. You wanted to die. And at that point, when her mind snapped, and she told Ryder to protect Shiro, that's how I knew stuff was about to go down. And she lost it. Like, for one thing, when she brought up Saber, I was like, no, she got Saber too. But when she had Berserker, like, what type of power do you have? Like, I was trying to figure, like, she defied all logic. Like, you can have Berserker and Saber? That's a formidable team. You know what kind of damage you can do? Like, for real. Like, that's some serious damage. Like, and if she would have had Ryder, it would have been rap. For one thing, she would have had Ryder too, it would have been rap. Everybody would have died. Like, that's three. You can't beat three. And then she had Mata Azoken, somewhat Mata Azoken as an aid, but even though she didn't really claim Mata Azoken, but she had him as an aid. Like, he was having her too. It's crazy. But like, going on like towards, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, that final fight between her and Rin, that was very symbolic as well. Like, cause I feel like that was something that needed to be resolved since Zero. Like, it's like two sisters were separated, and her feelings of how she felt like Rin got special treatment, how she was so beautiful, and how she's scum, she's dirt and stuff like that. She felt like that, and to actually see Rin cry, man, like Rin cried for her sister. Like, she really felt bad for her sister. Like, she hated that they were separated. She hated the feeling that her sister felt so dirty and felt so nasty from all those things she'd been through, from being raped, from being eaten by the worms. Like, she felt dirty, man. Like, I understand that. Like, it just felt like, it's just the feels of that. Like, the fact that two sisters that had been separated this long. One had fostered somewhat hatred and animosity towards the other one, while the other one was living alone. Because Ren didn't live a charmed life either. She lost both her parents in that last war. So I mean, she's been living on her own. She's been in solitude, been in loneliness. She's been dedicated to her work, but at the same time, she longs for companionship. She longs for someone. That's why she really likes Shiro, low key, which we saw in all the other routes and Unlimited Blade Works. But not really much on the Fate route. She didn't really show that much interest, in my opinion. But going on to how Ren was kind of helping out and stuff like that, and kind of telling different things. And like how Ren was almost willing to die for Sakura, bro. Like willing to die. And I also talking about going back now. Not trying to hop back to Shiro, but like another one of the bad endings was like when Shiro decides not to kill Saber, and Saber gets away, and then Ren is end up dead, and then Sakura kills Shiro. Like that was a messed up route. Like for real, like if she would have swallowed Shiro, like what happens after that? Like I'm trying to figure out. Like she would have killed Shiro. Like what are you gonna do after that? Like is no one else around? Like who's gonna? I don't know. I'll leave that where it is. But going on to Sakura's character and how she was finally free, I really like the idea that he was able to like trace on Rule Breaker and free Sakura. Like that was smart. I didn't really think about that. But then when I think of it, it's like, wait, if it was that simple the whole time, we could have did this a long time ago. We could have brought back Rule Breaker, stabbed her, and she would have been back to normal. No one thought of this. No one. No one. At any point. Okay. You know what, Fate? You know what? I'll give you that. Maybe his mind is so messed up and his thoughts are so scrambled that he didn't even think of the thought to use Rule Breaker on her once. I'll give you that. I will give you that, Fate. I'll give you that. But like going on to like how her character went from this tragic character who went through so much to like her feeling these emotions and finally letting everything out. I feel like she needed to become that other side, like that dark Sakura, because she needed that to be able to come back. She needed to release all the anger and all the sadness she felt all her whole life in order to finally come back and be able to be with her friends, to be with everybody, and to truly like forgive everyone. Because I mean, she had so much hatred in her heart. Now going on towards the end, like you already know the endings. I already talked about that with Emi and Shiro. Going back to how we was talking about, what's his name? Montazoken. Yeah. Going back to Montazoken and how he died. I found it very symbolic how he died because he was thinking about. I didn't know he really fell in love with somebody, but he fell in love with the one that was part of Ilia's family from all the generations ago, and how Ilia looked like him, looked like her, and like it was crazy. It was like he died trying, like he was struggling to reach the grail, and then he just died. Like he just died, man. Like it was crazy. And I feel like that was a proper way for Montazoken to die, even though Sakura kind of just like executed him and executed. But she didn't really all the way execute him. He was still alive, but you know what I mean. And kind of just killed, just absorbed assassin. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. This whole route is just crazy, man. Like you got to check out the visual novel for yourself, man. Like it gets pretty good. Like it was worth me reading. Like it was insane. Like I really feel like that was a good route in the Fate route, man. Like I still don't know which one will be my top, but I really enjoyed that route. Like see, I felt so much character development. Like I felt so much that the characters, like it's a side of the characters that I've never seen. It was a side of the characters that I felt was true to like how they really are on the inside, how they really feel about certain things. Like they put it in certain situations where they really stick to their ideals. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I think that's all. That's all the points I'm gonna touch on. I touched on the two main characters in that story. I mean, I'm not gonna really touch on everybody else because I mean that's for different routes. But thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna be making more videos more often, guys. But stay tuned for more videos. Comment in the comment section below how you feel about this route, or if you haven't seen this route, what you want to expect from this route. But thank you guys for watching this video. Like this video if you feel like you want to like it. Up to you. And I'll catch you guys next time.